welcome to another movie reviews video. I have 3 movie reviews for you this week of movies that I saw in cinemas during the week. I will leave timestamps in the description box below so that if there's a particular movie you want to hear my thoughts on, you can skip to that one and see what I have to say about it. I will also leave last week's movie review video up here in case you are looking for something to go and see in the cinemas this week and I don't cover it in this video. I might have covered it in last week's video. So the first film I saw in cinemas this week was Gloria Bell. This came out right before I went back to the UK and I really wanted to see it, but it wasn't playing over there. It was okay. It was quite a slow film. From the trailers, I kind of guessed what it was going to be like. It wasn't exactly going to be the most positive of stories, but it wasn't going to be anything dramatically terrible either. But yeah, it was just a bit slow. I found myself getting a little bit distracted as I was watching it. Gloria is happily divorced. She has a couple of grown-up children. She gets on really well with her ex-husband. He is remarried, and she loves to dance. That's one of the kind of main features of the film, is the fact that she loves to dance. She's got a good job. She's got an all right apartment. She has some issues with her neighbours, but don't we all? And it kind of just shows a little snapshot of time in her life where she meets somebody and what's going to happen with him. It's something new. It shows her introducing him to people, and he's quite a complex character, and it just kind of follows their relationship along and her feelings about it and her friends' feelings about it, and that's kind of the beginning and end of the movie, really. Like, that's it. And so that's why I'm kind of like, it was an okay movie. Nothing spectacular happened, but then nothing spectacular was designed to happen, so that's fine. I wouldn't rush out and see it. Maybe this is one you want to wait and watch when it comes to streaming, or get the DVD or Blu-ray, but yeah. Then the second film I saw this week was The Beach Bum, which I saw the trailer and it looked like it was going to be quite ridiculous. It really was quite ridiculous, but I knew I wanted to see it and see what I thought of it, and I knew it was going to be something that would provide a little bit of escapism and a couple of laughs, and it did. Sex, drugs and rock and roll. The rock and roll part was in the previous movie in Gloria Bell. This film is literally sex and drugs and sex and drugs and sex and drugs. There's a lot of nudity, there's a lot of drug taking, there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of like the effect of drinking. Isla Fisher is hilarious in it. She is so funny. She didn't have a big enough part in the film, if you ask me. I would have liked to have seen more of her. And then Matthew McConaughey is just, either he was drunk all the time or he's just very good at playing drunk and kind of stoned and on some form of hallucinogenic all the time, because yeah, he did a good job of that. Jonah Hill has a very weird part in this one that's just kind of shouty and sweary and a little bit silly. Again, the film doesn't really have anything monumental to say. There's nothing major that happens, like we're not building up to a big event. But it was funny in parts. It was a form of escapism, a bit like the last one. It was an okay film. Don't rush out to go and see it in cinemas. Wait till it comes to streaming. Wait till you can get it from Redbox or somewhere. Yeah, and then the third film I saw in cinemas this week was Us. This is obviously Jordan Peele's follow-up from Get Out, and is sort of marketed as a similar sort of horror, but not gory slasher horror, just kind of suspense horror. I thought the writing was excellent. The way the story pans out and the reasons behind the events that happen don't really become fully clear until you get to the very end of the movie, and then you're like, oh yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. The story itself was quite, not unlikely, but you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit, and just kind of go with it, jump into the film. Where I said the first two films were okay, I would say this one was good. If you get a chance to see it in the cinema, I think that visually it is quite pleasing, so it's quite nice to see on the big screen. Scariness wise, there was some tense moments, but it wasn't super scary. A little bit like Get Out, I would say. If you enjoyed the scariness level of Get Out, then you will enjoy the scariest level of this. If you haven't seen Get Out, go and watch that. If you're choosing between going and watching that one night and going and seeing Us, go and watch Get Out. It's a better film. But I thought that the writing was really clever. The music got a little bit annoying, but it was quite atmospheric. But yeah, in terms of follow-up to Get Out, it was always going to be difficult because obviously Get Out was so well received. It was nominated for awards. He won an award for writing, and I do think the writing in this was really clever, and I did enjoy the kind of reveal at the end. But yeah, it was good. It wouldn't be like, I wouldn't go and rewatch it, which is obviously how I come up with my like top films of the year, is whether I want to go and see them again. And you know, I have seen a few of these films again so far this year. But yeah, so those are the movies that I saw in cinemas this week. If you have any movies you would like me to go and see and share my thoughts on, let me know in the comments below. If you have any other thoughts on any of these three films, again, leave me a comment and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed so that my next movie review video lands in your subscription feed next Sunday, and my next bookish video lands in your subscription feed next week. I will be back with another video for you, movie review next Sunday, and bookish review videos in the week. I have a few videos coming up this week, so I will see you then. Thanks very much for watching.